where I went live. I'm live. Oh shit. Amy. Oh shit, I gotta change that. Why do I gotta do this? I'm live. Are you gonna join? How do I do this? How do I get that?
Hey, friends. Oh, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just getting out of the car. I'm just getting in. Are you able to take call-ins? Are you having some call-ins there, friend?
No, I didn't come on because I was inviting Pinwheel, but I haven't got a hold of her, so we're just gonna start.
Well, I think Ella Androphobia is trying to come in. I have to get her the code. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I see people who are showing up already. I didn't make the connection. Pinwheel, I was gonna talk to you, but I didn't make the connection with you. I see she's in the chat. I mean, if you get a hold of her, you can send her the link, so she can come in and chat as well. And I see that you have the live calling up, so maybe you'll take some calls. But everyone, we're in Tacoma today, and we're here for the Tacoma leg of the Kellie-Jay Keen tour. I'm just parking, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go off of the screen for a little while because I have to go right across the street where you see people kind of setting up. I'm gonna go set up. So Jennifer, you ground these ladies and what we're doing and what we're about, and I'm gonna be right back on the screen with you in a little bit.
Perfect.
All right.
Bye. Okay. I guess, yeah, I'm going to try to send, bye. I'm going to try to send Pinwheel the invite. Well, I think they're just going across the street and she's going to set up her live stream, and, we're looking forward to a, Kellie-Jay Keen speakers corner. Tacoma is such a nice area. When we were there for Sovereign Women, we hit like 3 different locations and didn't really have too much resistance in Tacoma. Oh, is she coming back? Is she coming back on? Amy? Maybe we're doing a little sound check. So yeah, Tacoma is a really nice place to have a speaker's corner. What did we do? We protested the the prison for keep prison single sex, and then we were on a bridge. Yeah. Heather fell down those stairs. We were on a bridge, and we had the thing, and that I came up with this brilliant sign. I was so proud of my sign. It said, what did it say? Because I was like, everybody had a sign, and I got there late, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I can't think of anything. And we just had a marker, and then I wrote, it was like brilliant. It just came to me at the end, the very last, 20 minutes before the protest. And I wrote, Biden, is rape part of the sentence? Because we were at the prison thing. I love that sign. You got to take your pride in your work. So I think I'm not a really great multitasker. I'm going to try to multitask here and practice. Great to see Amy in action today. VF555. Yeah, it's always good to see her. Who else is in the chat? Oh no, Heather. Okay. Oh, West Palm Beach is watching. Mary Ross. And there's Deprogrammer. She gave me some. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Jen Thomas, for being. Yep, she just gave me a crash course in StreamYard. So I hope I do okay. And then I have another crash course in sound tech, because we're all just techie. I know you guys are all techie, or you ladies, you just love that tech. Let's see who else is. Oh, what did I miss here? Hi, Michael. This is okay. No, I have to send Alex the invite. So let me just do that real quick. I'm going to go to Twitter. I'm going to send you this invite on Twitter, Pinwheel, just because that's where I think I have you most. There you go. So your invite, I'm putting that in right now. Return. So come on in if you want to. Don't feel like you have to, but I sure would like to have a co-host. So Amy's going to set up. Kellie-Jay is there. I'm guessing there's going to be some familiar faces there. I know that Gina Hotch and Yolanda and Freya, not Freya. I call her Freya, but her name is Rachel. I know they were driving up last night. I'm guessing, you know, like Lynn and I mean, Heather's in the chat, but I'm guessing she's probably there too. Not a lot. Thank you, everyone. Not a lot to say. I was expecting to do this with someone, so I sort of, you know, I guess I didn't realize I was going to be monologuing it, but like, you know, I can do that. So I'm hoping that they're at like, I mean, I hope they're by the water because it's so beautiful in Tacoma by the water. That was another thing we did. I think we went like karaokeing in Tacoma and it was so much fun. Beth Stulser sang Testify, and that was a sight to behold. And then like, who else was there? That was a crazy first Sovereign Women. We had so much fun. So I have good memories associated with Tacoma. And maybe Kellie-Jay is going to come in. It's going to come in. Add to stream. Hi, Kay. Hi, Kellie-Jay. How you doing?
Okay, hi.
Yeah.
So
are you just watching me
next to me and trying to eat lunch. So if it starts crying, I may have to go.
Okay, everybody's coming in now. I guess before anyone comes in, I should say that I launched my t-shirt company, and this is one of my signature shirts, Renegade Rebel on Big Cartel. And we got Turf in USA. We got a bunch of them. I'm just going to shamelessly plug my stuff while I have this opportunity.
Sure, you put the link in the chat, Jen.
Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll do that. So how you doing, Kay?
I'm good. I want to say hi to everyone that's tuning in. Thank you to Jen Thomas for holding down the fort and keeping the show going today. I can't be there, but I'll be back on the 29th to host and cover for Austin, Texas. Amy Sousa is on the ground today in Tacoma, and you're going to see a lot of other familiar faces and women from that you'll recognize from prison protests, gender clinic protests, from DC, from New York City, from all over the place. You're going to see women today. And I just want to remind everyone to check out the live stream from yesterday's event that happened in Portland. It's on Amy's Known Heretic channel here. About an hour and a half in is where a group of 4 or 5 people ambushed the women at the speaker's corner and threw pies in their faces. And we were all there to witness that act of assault against women who were in public standing up for women's sex-based rights. So that what we were doing with the live stream is keeping a record of what's going on, a record of women's dissent, and the fact that we are witnessing this, we are watching, and we're not going to stop. So please check out the live stream. Make sure that you support the women who were there. We had yesterday Gina Hote. We had Rachel Gebhardt, who's from Portland. Her amazing daughter, Amelia, Rachel's mother, was there. Three whole generations of resistors. We also had Holly Hart was there. She's been an amazing advocate for children. We also have Amy Aplom. She was there as well. She got hit with a pie. She did a little interview with us. Amy has been organizing in the with the labor unions, because that's what she does. So you can see we have women all over this fight. There was also another woman there named
Yolanda.
Yolanda was there, yes. And then someone remind me in the chat, is it Carmen, who was the woman who was singing? Because I wasn't aware of her. I didn't know who she was until I saw her on the live stream yesterday. She was giving
so powerful because like when you get pied in the face, it's like getting punched in the face, because like they're like a pie in the face is some comedic thing, but like there's a dude behind with the force of a man pushing against you, right? Like, so
exactly.
You know, and when her face was like that, you could tell it was like a little swollen, and she was strong.
Earrings
She
in.
was strong and just continued with her song. It was beautiful.
It really was powerful.
Here's Amy.
Just caught a glimpse of Amy on the ground. What is that? Is that a banner?
Oh, good. We don't know each other. Thanks for coming out. Okay. Portland. Oh, so you came from Portland? Yeah. You were yesterday when the.
Oh, so now we have
I went with.
All right, I see Amy and I see a couple turfs on the ground.
That's quite a little.
Okay. Oh, here you go.
Can you guys hear me?
All right, there's Ella. Perfect.
Kat, can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey, Ella.
how are you?
All right, we even got Canadian turfs.
I can hear you, Amy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to plug in our better sound equipment and we'll see if that even makes it better. But bear with and cover time.
Yes. I have a little video I can play.
Great. Also, Jen, just so you know, I could not hear Amy. Ella, could you hear her? You could? All right, maybe it's my end then because I'm on mobile.
Well, if anybody can't hear her, can you put it in the chat so that we know? Should I play the video for a minute? This is your all. Just gotta bear with me. I'm learning.
Jen, I know it's so much to figure out on the back end.
Yeah.
A lot of little things to remember, but we're getting the hang of it and we're teaching ourselves. And that's what I want to say while you're doing that as well to the women out there. If you don't know how to do something, you can always teach yourself, look stuff up, do YouTube tutorials. That's what I've had to do for a lot of these things. Same with Jen. Me, Amy, and Jen were just on a call trying to figure out some tech stuff right before the show. So, it's a constant learning process. We are grassroots. This is as grassroots as it gets. We've got babies pulling our earrings and like women calling in from in between work. And, we are the grassroots and we appreciate you all being here with us. If you're watching this, you're probably the grassroots too. We're the resistance. You're the resistance. Thank you, Jen. Did you figure out the tech end?
It's queued up and ready to go because I'm like a tech expert now.
Right. I'm going to close myself out and maybe I'll see you later.
Bye. Thanks, Kay Yang. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, how are you? Who's doing the sound? Where's the speaker going to be? Said she's looking a speaker.
I'm not seeing any video.
Okay, I'm like
Okay.
so I would like to request the speaker.
I was so confident.
So that
So
I want to stand next to.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna quickly tell everybody what I was doing. Kay was talking about teaching us, learning things for yourselves. I'm currently watching the Amy Eileen Ham trial with the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives against her, the hearing aid against her, because she posted a billboard that says "I love J.K. Rowling," and I'm trying to figure out how to record the live stream on OBS at the same time as having my picture. I've watched like 600 YouTube videos on how to use OBS over the last week. So yeah, you can teach yourself. You can do it. Definitely.
I know how to do the put on the video. It's that I didn't check a setting in Google Chrome. So I don't want to mess with the live stream and try it now. I don't want to mess with like ending the broadcast to go do that. So
Okay.
that video is probably not going to make it. If I can check it at the near end, I'll do it and then we'll put it at the end.
Okay, cool. All righty. Did you want to, sorry, Kay asked me the last time that I was on stream with her. Oh, is Amy saying something? No, sorry. She wanted me to go into how I started doing stuff. Did you want to like discuss that? Oh, there's Amy.
Sure. Oh.
I'm sorry. Just want
Yeah.
to make sure we catch everything he says, just in case, right?
Yeah, go ahead. They're just walking by. I just saw Lynn, and I saw some youngins, and it looks like a nice group there. Oh, there's Amy.
Okay.
So yeah, go into what you wanted to talk about.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not
okay,
going to be able to hear you when I'm using this. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Nice. Okay, I'm still setting up.
Okay.
Hey, Aaron Brewer, I see you in the chat. Hey, Judy C, I see you in the chat.
Yes. Hi, ladies. Hi, all of you.
Be paying attention to the chat. Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, it's it takes some getting used to, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it done. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you my like peak trans and like how I got into just going out and doing stuff.
I'm gonna
it
leave
was like
this.
2016 or 2017, and I was like, I heard about this cis stuff, and I posted just a generic like Facebook post saying, you know, don't call me cis, I'm just a woman. And this man, this guy who calls himself the Army Trans, Carla Lewis, decided that was.
Oh, I see.
Well, he didn't approve, and we happened to be Facebook friends through, I don't know how exactly, but this was obviously years ago. So he doxed me.
Okay, you guys can still hear me?
Yes. Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
is it better when I talk into this? Is that better?
Yeah.
Damn
It's
it
about
should be
the
better.
same.
Yeah.
It's about the same. Pull
This
it
isn't
away.
better?
Pull it away.
How is it from here?
Great.
How is it from here?
Good, but it's better if it's closer.
So he doxed you?
Sorry?
He doxed you?
Yes, doxed me, shared my stuff all over Facebook, was really, really angry with me. I
Hey,
ended up
Holly,
getting like
how are you?
banned off of Facebook temporarily. So I moved to Twitter. That was when I started using Twitter. And then I had a couple accounts banned on Twitter for saying, you know, men aren't women and things like that.
You know, they're supposed to.
Then I came to YouTube
to see what happens to women that
and
yeah.
So
and then once we started really hearing
She can take
about
it. Yeah.
like
my
the
point about it
men
is,
in women's prisons.
Offer.
That's when I decided it's time to
You know,
go
I'm
out
trying-
and
yeah,
be in public
even though
and
it's not gonna
do the
be high
protests.
quality the way the professional camera
Vanessa
people
Vokey had
will get
attended
things.
one year
No, but that's
first,
Yeah, it's
and I
so good.
followed her lead.
I agree.
So, and now it's just
Did she play her
automatic. It's like I
ukulele?
find out something's happening, and I'm gonna get involved, and you all can do it. I believe in all of you. It's just you need to find the courage within. There's a fire within. You know what I mean? I want to protect my daughters, and that's the driving force for me, right?
Yeah, I mean, people talk about how scary it is, but they don't. I mean, like, it's fun. Okay, like when I go out there, I have a great time. I mean, it's like, yeah, there's a couple scary moments, but most of the time, I'm freaking like in a good mood and I'm talking to people, smiling. It's a lot of fun. I mean, 9 out of 10 people support us, so it's not like even the occasional FU.
Can you hear me?
Not so occasional FU.
Can you hear me?
Doesn't like surpass all the.
Can you get
support
up?
we get.
No. No.
No. Yeah, Mike. So I think what we're doing here is running a lav mic through the phone, and then they have the microphone so that you can hear yourself when you speak. Because when you're giving a speech, you want to be able to hear yourself.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm not hearing anything.
But is it, you can hear me when I talk from here?
Yes,
Is it
but I'm not
clear?
hearing the tapping.
Is it clear?
It's clear. Yes, you're clear. Oh my! I wish I could talk to her, but she can't hear me.
Got the thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to get their, they don't want to get their fingers.
I want to tell her it's clear. It's just not very loud. Like I want to communicate to her that I want to tell the people, like, project, like, talk as loud as you can. Don't don't depend on the microphone.
Well, we can text her. Should we text her?
Yeah, we can text her, but is she recording on the phone? It's gonna be okay. I think it'll pop up at the top, right?
Yeah. Extra one. Here. Put her. Oh, hi from Massachusetts. Hi, Marcia. In the chat. How Judy C. And how many TRAs Andrea at? Or Judy asks. So how many? It doesn't look too. Well, it sounds like some noise is going on.
I am.
Hi there.
Hey, how are
Just
you?
a follower.
Yay. What's your name?
Judith.
Judith. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey Sharon. Hey Spiky. Hey Katie. Hey Pinwheel. Hey Aaron. Hey Heather. Hey Lumpy. Who else is in chat?
Yeah, we've got a full chat. There's like
Leslie, Jamie, Vulturous, Lindsay, Mary. Hi, ladies. Thanks for being here. Jamie.
Is that coming through when I'm over there?
PFF. Sorry?
the jilted.
Is that coming through when I'm over there?
Yes.
Go do it again.
When I was over there. Oh, wait. When I'm
Did you
over
hear her
there,
well,
it's coming
Jennifer?
through?
I heard her, but like, I mean, you're going to have to speak clear, loud and clear.
Oh my God. I think my thing isn't working. I'm really annoyed.
Okay.
I'm really quite
My
annoyed.
camera reverse. Okay, she should be able to read this then.
Everybody knows. Is that Gina? That sounds familiar. That voice sounds like Gina.
Oh, I have to select the lavalier microphone on my sound settings. Thank you, Katie Jean. Thank you, Katie Jean.
There, she got
That
it.
was a Katie
Oh,
Jean answer.
KJ, thank you, Katie Jean.
She's so good. Okay, so I have to go to my microphone. I got
Katie
it.
Jean is officially tech. Okay, like she's tech.
Microphone settings, audio. Not.
Okay. Yeah, we're still here.
Well, here. Are we getting resistance or what's happening? Or are we just like loud
She's
and
gonna
proud?
do that. What should we...
So yeah, so you left off sort of after you got docked, and then you just kind of went from there, and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna do this on the ground, right? Like, why not? It's fun.
Yeah, so over the course of like the pandemic, it was very censored online. It was really hard to put any content out because they didn't want to hear anything I had to say. So going out and being out there in public and on the ground was the next move, right? And the last one that I attended was the shop teacher with the fetish gear.
You went to that? You went to
Oh yes,
that?
I went. Yeah, definitely.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so when I got there, the whole neighborhood was just like rammed with cars. Like it was so full. I didn't think we were going to be able to get in. There were so many people. There was a lot of students there that were in support of the protest, but there were also a lot of kids like leaving on school buses who were in support of the teacher. And they screamed out like, "Go home!" things like that.
There were kids in support of that weirdo.
Well, yes, because they believe in gender ideology here. Like it's taught. Like it's you know what I mean? Like
even while they're vomiting from having to put up with that, like they still.
Yeah, it's insane. Like it's I don't know. The kids, the boys who have to be in the class with that man are very grossed out. It was more like the younger girls who were saying, "Oh, you know, you still have to respect their identity, but bringing your fetish to school isn't okay because if I dressed like that, then I would get in trouble. But we still have to respect his gender identity."
See, we raised a bunch of complacent girls that don't really, understand that they need to have self-control.
Yeah, the girls need to know that the boys are better at boundaries than the girls are.
We're just gonna have to get amplified sound, ladies.
Okay.
It's not finding the mic. It's not finding the lavalier mic.
Oh,
Do
shoot.
you have the hardwired one just in case?
You just stick the iPhone there and people talk quite close
Okay,
to it.
okay,
Pick
good.
up the
Yeah,
sound.
you're right. Okay. Good. I just wanted the little lavalier would be so
She's bringing.
Morning, sound neated.
Okay, good.
Aw, thanks, Molly.
You don't have a lot of noise pollution.
Okay, good.
No,
Okay.
absolutely BFF. There's nothing to respect about it. It is 100% fetish gear. It is 100% fetish driven. There's the one woman who was there. She was screaming out. She's like, it's not a lifestyle. It's a fetish.
Oh, really?
100%. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. Did you have a bullhorn?
Yes, there was I think there was about 200 people there at the culmination of it. Like the most people were there.
I saw the video of it, but like on the ground, the videos never really translate to what the ground is really like. Was it like a friendly, was it sort of a friendly crowd that were like, yeah, we're going to stand up against this, fuck this, you know?
Oh, yes. Okay. So we were all very, it was very community based. Like it was very we're all going to stand together.
How are you?
You good? We didn't want any violence. We didn't call for any violence. One guy walked up with a flag who we think was like controlled op. And it said something about, getting FAGSs out of school or something like that. And we got rid of him. We're like, he's not with us. You need to leave. And he was removed from the crowd. So it was 100% about supporting the kids.
Do you want to?
Not about violence or anything like that, right?
Is there a threat of arrest? Because it's Canada, right? Like even ain't saying anything out of line.
So we still do have a charter right to assembly and association, right? So we are allowed to protest. We are allowed to get together and voice our ideas, even though some of these things are considered hate speech. The problem is, like, how are the cops going to go and arrest everybody at the protest for hate speech, right? They're not going to. So the cops just kind of lingered around, just made sure that nothing bad happened.
Know that they're not at that point where they
Sorry?
wrestle up. It's good to know that they're not at that point yet where they wrestle up 200 people and put them in re-education.
I mean, I guess it depends on the issue. They didn't do it here at the school. It was just at the end of the school day as well, right? So I don't think and also it was in Oakville, and Oakville is like a very I don't know. It's a richer community. They're like the houses there were like $3 and $4 million homes around that school.
Those are the worst. Like, you know, people are like the afraid of the bad neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
When I protest in Chicago, Lincoln Park is the scariest neighborhood I protested in, and it's the wealthiest.
Yeah.
The wealthy neighborhoods they're like terrible. They're because they're so captured. They got hit first. They have money, you know, so they were like pandered to with the surgeries and like the propaganda and all that.
Yeah.
And like they are so woke in Lincoln Park. But if you go if you go pretty much to any neighborhood, like it's not scary. It isn't really that scary.
No, yeah. No, it's not it's not.
It's only scary when there's 100 or so Antifa there. Then you're like, okay, we need police. But
luckily, like I said, there was only that one guy who we thought was control opposition, and then also there was one teenage boy who came with the weirdo flag on a hockey stick, and people discussed with him. People had a conversation with him, and he wasn't violent. He wasn't screaming any slurs or anything like that. And for the most part, like everybody that drove by was beeping in support. There were several people who came by several times, you know what I mean, just so that they could beep the horn some more.
They wanted to get out of their car and join you.
Yeah, we had groups of people that came all together, and they were, swapping out the signs. So a certain period of time they would hold it, and then like the next group would come and hold the sign still. So that it was consistent, and it lasted about 2 hours, I'd say, in total.
Nice.
And
it was fun.
It was fun, but you know what? Oh, hey, there's the Antifa.
Are they there? Oh, darn. Okay, how many?
Let's see.
Do they-
I'm not sure. Well,
do they
that's
have-
one. I know that's one.
Do they have police? Like, is there any
Is
kind
there police presence? I don't know. I haven't.
when Antifa comes, if there's 2 or 3,
Well, that's a wolf sweater.
they can mobilize pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So maybe calling the police now would be a good idea. I don't know if they have, I'm sure they already have, but like that's what happened in Pittsburgh and Philly the first time. Like I called the police like the minute I saw 1 or 2, but within like 5 minutes there was like 70 or 80 there. So
Yeah.
we had 2 layers of protection in Philly. So we had the forest ranger or the park rangers and then the police. But it still took a little while for the police to mobilize.
Yeah.
Am I getting a call?
That's true.
I think I might have hung up on let me put the number, the live call number.
Oh, did you want to put that up? Okay.
Katie-Jay, call in, or all these people in the chat. We know where we see you. If you want to call in, you can.
How is it? Does Amy have it set up so that you just answer the call or do you have to call back?
If they call that number, I get a call, and then I just put it on Twitter. It's slow time.
Okay. All right, cool.
Because I was like, I'm like, this is too much. Too much. I can't handle all this tech.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But so we're getting there. It's 3:08. It looks like we're probably going to be starting pretty soon here.
We got some people who believe men are women right up top.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, yeah. So if you're in some kind of like theater, like
we're like in a little amphitheater.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Yeah.
Right.
And so, good. So they're keeping their distance. Are the police there, like separating?
No police here as of yet. I don't see police here, but we see a lot of ladies we know.
I would call are you calling the police to let them know that you're getting resistance?
They know we're here. They know we're here.
Okay. Judy C says KJK is live. Are we connecting into her stream or are we?
I think
we're doing that.
Own stream as soon as they start the presentation, the speaker's corner. I'm not. I think what will probably be on our own stream.
Okay. I was just wondering because I think last time we tried to.
We can connect into Kellie-Jay's if you want to. I know how to do that.
So I'm gonna pop out. I gotta go pick up the girls from school. I gotta leave in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
They finish at 3:30. Then when I come back, I'll come back in. So if you want to do that when I leave, just pop because if they haven't started yet, you can just put on KJK's stream for the 10 minutes that I'm gone.
If I can find that. Well, I mean, we'll have.
Can we turn it up without it getting feedback?
Oh.
Test. If you're behind the speaker, you're fine. Okay.
Okay, let me just message Amy. I know she's not there, but I'll tell her.
You're
AAPC medical coding student. He's a 3 times level
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, there we are. Now I'm amplifying. Okay, is that up as far as it can go? Oh, there we are. Now I'm amplifying. Okay, is that up as far as it can go? All right.
Okay, I messaged her via 555.
Okay.
There's KJK.
I may not know how to do that. I think we're gonna just stay on our live.
Okay.
Here we go. It's Kellie-Jay. Your lovely pink ensemble.
Right. Okay, so we are gathered here to talk about women's rights. Okay, so we are gathered here to talk about women's rights. If we can let the backdrop of peaceful protests continue and try and ignore them, that would be great. Some of you back around.
I'm just gonna come forward. Okay.
I'm not just standing. Yes. I'm just gonna come forward. Okay.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna make this the big screen and I'll just come in.
I'm here today as a black woman.
I'm gonna stay muted.
So, what's happening because this is the United States of America? Okay. So, what's going to happen because this is the United States of America? Right, okay. Right, good afternoon.
There we go.
Right, good afternoon. So this is like let women speak. Even those, and what that means behind, even those like their mantras. Even those intelligent people behind talking about their mantras. That this is just they can hate women. Okay. It's been on estrogen.
Let women speak! 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 Let women speak!
Uh-oh, we lost a little, we got a little black screen here. Oh. I see Lierre Keith. I see a lot of people, a lot of familiar faces and some new ones. Some new faces. That's always nice to see.
Did you lose audio? Shoot. Jen, do you hear anything? Okay, can anybody hear me? Because I can't hear anything from there. I put my microphone on, but I'm not able to figure out how. No audio at all. Okay, you can hear me. I can't. There's no audio. No audio. We can't hear you. We can't hear anything, Amy. Can you hear us? I can't hear anything.
We're here because...
Okay, we have audio back. We have audio back. Jen?
Are losing the ability
is it back now?
Okay, I see you and I hear you and I hear them, but I don't see them anymore. Okay, now we're back.
Not Democrats, they're not people who vote Green. They are women. On the basis of don't understand because they haven't voted or not. Children don't understand the luxury and privilege. What they don't understand is they're actually waging a class war against women. That is it is quite good. When people feel like
to bring children along to something like this. So, the way we work at Canada
Women is there are no hierarchies. Everyone gets the right to speak. We've been asked respectfully to keep it 5 minutes or shorter. This is going to get old really quickly. What we're going to want to do is try and say what we need to say and then go. Because the idea is not engage with it because they're past it, but it's just to say whatever it is that we feel we need to say.
Can you hear me? All right. So my name is Lierre, and I'm the founder of Wolf. We're the group that's suing the state of California for putting men in women's prisons. In California, men can get transferred to the women's prison by simply declaring that they are women. Hundreds of men are now on the waiting list. What we know about men who pretend to be women, they retain the same patterns of criminality as other men. The same violent crimes, the same sexual crimes. So they can change their clothes, nothing else changes. In fact, of the men pretending to be women in prison, fully half of them are sexual offenders. Half. Do I need to say that the women are living in terror? That the men wasted no time in threatening and assaulting women? That the women are sleeping in shifts because they're so afraid? Women are locked in cages with rapists. Oh, be kind, they said. Use the pronouns, they said. What harm could come, they said. A woman in England was in the hospital in what was supposed to be a woman's ward, only there was a man there and he raped her. Now that's horrible enough, but what happened next defies description. For an entire year, both the hospital and the police refused to do anything except repeat the mantra that trans women are women and no men were there. So there was no rape. An entire year. The only reason she was able to crowbar some justice out of anyone was because there was CCTV footage of that man raping her. It's still hospital policy. Men can declare themselves women and get a bed on the female ward. Staff have been instructed to lie to women and say there is no man here. Even if he rapes you, they will keep telling you there is no man. Be kind, they said. Use the pronouns, they said. What harm could come, they said. And here we are. In Randolph, Vermont, a teenage boy joined the girls' volleyball team and was granted access to their locker room. He sat while the girls undressed and made disgusting comments about their bodies. When the girls complained, they were thrown out of their locker room. The entire team has one single bathroom stall to change in now. Understand, instead of being protected, they are being punished. Be nice, they said. Use the pronouns, they said. What harm could come, they said. And here we are. And children, for liking the wrong color or choosing the wrong toys, children are being denied their biological integrity of their own bodies. So, chemicals and surgeries that destroy their fertility, their sexual organs, their bones, their livers, their hearts, and their lifespans. The only word for this that I have is sadism. Marcy Bowers, head of WPATH, and the doctor who mutilated Jazz Jennings' perfectly healthy penis, admits that 0 of the children, 0 on this protocol ever achieve orgasm. And I'm sorry to have to be so blunt, but no one is listening. Perfectly healthy young children are being declared unfit. and having their capacity for sexual pleasure destroyed, stolen from them before they even know what it is, destroyed. How is this possible in 2022? Thousands of children who will never grow up to know the exquisite communion where animal meets angel, where trust and pleasure entwine across every nerve and bloom into love. They will never have that. Oh, be kind, they said. Use the pronouns, they said. What harm could come, they said. And here we are. This is a men's sexual rights movement. They've been working for decades to disguise that fact, and they've been largely successful. But that's why they need children. Children are the human shields protecting autogynephiles and worse from public scrutiny. What was once called transvestic fetishism was rebranded as transsexualism and finally cleansed into transgenderism. Pay no attention to the men behind the curtain, but they need the children for the magic trick to work. Well, you can't have them, especially you can't have the lesbian and gay kids. You can't have them. Get the fuck out of here! You can't have the children, especially you can't have the lesbian and gay kids. You can't have them. You can't have the autistic kids. You can't have the vulnerable kids. The girls barely holding on through drenching storms of violation and neglect. They need to be closeted in safety and care, and you hand them an ideology of self-loathing. We are here to tell you, you can't have them. You know what else you can't have? You can't have our sports teams, our bathrooms, our prisons. You can't have our periods, you don't menstruate, and you can't have our miscarriage support groups. Yes, these sick fucks weasel their way into miscarriage support groups, and the Be Kind women let them in. You can't have our rape crisis hotlines or our homeless shelters. You can't have our pronouns. You can't have the word mother or the word lesbian. You can't. And especially, you can't have the word woman. Listen up, fetish boys. This is the sound of a woman saying no. Human, female. You can't have it.
Thank you so much, Lierre. I'm going to bring everything closer together because what the people at home can't see. The people at home, what you can't see is there's some really unhinged hormone popping kids behind. There's also some, there's a man who should know better. He looks like 50 or 60 years old, and a woman standing near him with a beard. But that man should know better. He talks about love is love. It's hysterical. So we're going to keep going. Yes, come speak. Hi, I am a disabled bisexual woman, and I'd like to talk a bit about how gender ideology affects each of these aspects of my life. I've been disabled all of my life and started seeking support online a number of years ago. It didn't take long for me to notice a trend. The majority of disabled influencers are female, and almost all of them identify as either she, they, or they, them. Trans ideology is also pushed hard, and you are expected to accept it without question. This is something I have a problem with because we are supposed to be learning to accept our disabilities as a part of our bodies, and trans ideology is all about changing yourself while masquerading as acceptance. This has had a huge impact on the disability community, and you are excommunicated if you don't say the chant. I will not say the chant. Being disabled, I'm already so dehumanized and so often defined by my body parts that when terms like uterus haver and bleeders started popping up, I expected outrage from the disability community. But when the women I followed, many with female issues, accepted it without question to be kind, I left that community. As for being bisexual, what do you mean? there is no such thing as bisexual anymore because there are more than two sexes. And to say otherwise will have you branded as transphobic and you will be denied your rainbow card. I have and am still losing a vital part of my socializing, dating, and a sex life because of these stigmas. I don't date because if I go home with a woman, I want to know I am going home with a woman, and I am not a bigot for that. Recently, I was banned from a group for women's fashion I partake in. This fashion was created in Japan in the 70s when a woman's role in life was to get married. So some got together and created this fashion specifically designed to be unattractive to men and to avert the male gaze. Because of this, here in America, it became a safe space for women, especially sexual assault and harassment survivors like myself. Now these groups are banning survivors like me who believe there are two sexes while allowing men in who identify as women. You either speak up or pretend like the male gaze isn't there. They learned that I was speaking up. Lastly, I'd really like to talk about bathrooms. I recently saw a video of a non-binary activist saying he can't go into a men's toilet just the way he is because it wouldn't be safe. How come when this man says it, he is touted as a hero, but when thousands of women say it, we're bigots? People laugh when I say this, but women's toilets are safe spaces. I cannot count the amount of times I've had to step into a bathroom to escape harassment from a man, or to hide from a stalker, or to step in and cry because I'm afraid to go home, or to take off my underwear and tights to wash them at the sink because my period bled through. I don't want a man in there while I'm doing that, whatever he identifies as, and he shouldn't want to be in there while I'm doing that. I am not a Nazi for wanting to be safe and have privacy. Because of my disability, there's no such thing for me as a quick in and out. And when it comes to going to the toilet. I do believe this is a war, but I also believe that our voices are our most powerful weapon. I implore you, even if all you have to say is, I deserve to pee without fear, come up and say it. It has taken me 30 years and almost 10 years of therapy to realize that I have a voice and that I can use it when I see something wrong. Don't wait that long. Now is the time. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed.
My name is Candace Mercer.
Leave it on there. There you go.
Today I'm going to talk about what trans rights activists don't want to talk about. The dark side of gender ideology. The Just Be Kind, Compassionista crowd wants you to believe gender ideology is all glitter, bubbles, and rainbows. It is not. I have been a supporter of LGBT rights since the 1980s. I believe in diverse gender expression. I want it to be okay for people to present however they want. Unfortunately, there are many aspects of postmodern gender theory that are harmful to individuals, families, and communities. Given the claim that trans women are women, they should have empathy for women. They do not. Today I'm going to talk about one of their most closely guarded secrets, autogynephilia. Autogynephilia involves men who transition later in life to do compulsive sexual fetish that revolves around pretending to be a woman. These men get gender euphoria when they engage in male or female activities and when we treat them as women. Gender euphoria is code word for sexual excitement, erections, boners. To the public, trans rights activists deny the existence of autogynephilia. They claim it is transphobia. They are lying. When you read first-hand accounts of these men with autogynephilia, they are open about their gender euphoria erections and what triggers them. Due to the Just Be Kind ideology, These men have permission to act out their hypno-sissy porn fetishes in public. They get boners when they wear women's clothing and when they shop for women's clothing. This means there are erections in women's fitting rooms. Men get boners when applying makeup, especially in women's bathrooms. They post selfies of their erections on social media and write of the thrill of masturbating in women's rooms. I've read accounts of men with menstruation fetishes retrieving used tampons and sanitary pads out of the trash. Autogynephiliac men get boners when other people affirm them as women. This is why they are enraged when misgendered. It breaks their sexual spell. It is also why they have intense anger when lesbians reject them sexually. When men versus women get erections from interacting with women in women's spaces, we are non-player characters in their sexual fantasies. We did not give consent. This is sexual harassment. It gets worse. Autogynephiliac men hate women. They despise us because they cannot be us. It is one of the purest forms of misogyny I have ever encountered. But the ugliest aspect of autogynephiliac men is that they are using their children as a shield for their perversions. They promote and hide behind gender ideology to ratify and protect their fetish. Gender ideology gives these men unlimited, socially sanctioned access to women's spaces. Children are groomed by gender ideology to mutilate their healthy bodies, destroying their chances for a normal life. Children cannot consent to double mastectomies, hysterectomies, vaginoplasties, castration, and phalloplasties. Synthetic sexual identities are disabling children and making them drug dependent for life. Are you okay with this? I am not. Enough is enough. I refuse to accept autogynephiliac men and their erections in women's spaces. I refuse to deny biology. I refuse to sacrifice children. I refuse to be silent. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Amy Sousa, and this is the public record of my dissent. Women say no. I have stood up in Washington, D.C. against Biden's EO. I have stood up in New York City against the United Nations erasure of women in language and law. I have stood up in Austin, Atlanta, against Lierre Thomas for women's sports. And recently, I
what I am physically experiencing. When I say no to men in my spaces, I do not say no based on their identity claims, but based on their sex. And when I claim boundaries for myself and my sisters and daughters and grandmothers, I say no, not based on my identity, but based on my sex. This is about sexism. And all of these people are sexist. They are anti-free speech zealots. They are attempting to silence women who stand up for our biology. Women do not consent. This is the public record of our dissent. Women say no. 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 There has already been violence here today. These people tell on themselves. There has already been an assault right here while Lierre Keith was speaking. They tell on themselves with violence against women. They told on themselves in Portland yesterday with violence against women. These are people who condone violence against women simply because we want to speak about our fully embodied humanity. They cannot think for themselves. They are captured by a cult. They are captured by a concept. We are looking at people who think that women are objects. This is a cult of dissociation, objectification. There is an assault right now. Right now they're assaulting women. This is a cult of disembodiment, dissociation, commodification, cognitive dissonance, and we stand for embodiment. We stand for the antithesis values. We stand for our fully embodied humanity, for our instincts, for our sense perceptions. We tell children we are here for sex non-conforming stereotype children who belong in their bodies. They deserve to love their bodies. They deserve to trust their own senses. They deserve to trust their eyes and ears. Any man who tells a child to trust what he tells them about his identity claims before trusting their own eyes and ears, that man is a predator. What big teeth you have, Grandma. What big teeth you have. No.
I recovered from gender dysphoria. You gotta put it out. I was sucked closer. I recovered from gender dysphoria, so I'm just here to say that you can do it. I was sucked in at the age of 16, and I desisted when I was 22. And in between, it was pretty hard to reach me with the truth. I didn't realize it at the time, but I had been brainwashed. But don't let that discourage you from speaking out. What I want to tell you all today is that we young women need you more than you know. Keep going. Keep speaking out. I know sometimes it seems like we're not listening. Sometimes we're not ready to listen. Brainwashing will do that to a person. But by speaking out about the harms of gender ideology, you're planting a seed. I think that the next few years you can expect to see many more young women come to you with questions. It's social suicide to voice your doubts about the trans movement, but there is just so much that doesn't add up. So I think you're going to have a lot more young women coming to you asking, am I crazy for thinking this? And the answer is no, they're not. As a discouraged young woman, I was discouraged from talking to so-called Turks. Now I understand why. Although they won't admit it because they don't recognize the material reality of biological sex,
I believe gender identity ideologues do understand on some level that female solidarity is powerful. And so they seek to sever the connections between older and younger women when each generation has so much to teach the next. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. The friendships I've struck up with the women involved in fighting gender ideology have been incredibly healing. I've learned so much just from talking to these women about their own coming of age years. After listening for a while, you start to see yourself in other people and you realize you're not alone in your problems. Other women felt the same way before and would have been eagerly diagnosed by the doctors as having gender dysphoria if they were growing up today. But they got through it in a different way. They found healthier coping mechanisms than pronouns and binders and puberty blockers and testosterone and double mastectomies and phalloplasties. And they built really good lives for themselves. By the time I graduated college, almost all of my friends identified as trans or non-binary. And I can tell you that they did not build really good lives for themselves. During the years I was in the cult, I watched as more and more of my friends underwent procedures that did not help them. Actually, what happened was their mental health got worse. And I worried about them, but I have been told there was only one way to deal with gender dysphoria. Each and every day I am so grateful I discovered completely by accident that that isn't true. I have been through 7 years of gender dysphoric hell when one day I decided I was going to school the TERFs. I'd been told you were fascist bigots. Okay, so I went on gender critical Reddit and I peeked. I've been told you were fascist bigots, but I was determined to prove you all wrong. With my superior arguments supporting so-called trans rights. So I went on gender critical Reddit and I peeked. I'm sure some of you can relate to that experience of smugly thinking you know better, only to accidentally peek, because as it turns out, the TERFs do have the answers we've been looking for. Anyway, when I went on that website, one of the first things I found was a picture of a woman standing in front of a billboard that read adult human woman is an adult human female. And it all fell into place for me just like that. I hadn't been ready to hear that message as a teenager. But with a few more years of maturity, it all made sense. Hating my body, being attracted to women, and having intrusive, obsessive thoughts about transition didn't somehow make me a man. A woman is an adult human female, and I can't identify out of that. So I just want to say thank you, Posey, because I don't know where I'd be in life right now if I hadn't snapped out of it. Back then, I was daydreaming of the hormones and surgeries I thought were inevitable. Now I'm here, and my body and mind are healthy and whole. I am so lucky. My friends from college have not been so lucky, but I hope they find their way home someday. I'll be waiting for them, and I can't wait to tell them all I've learned from you wonderful, amazing women. I want to end with a quote I love. This is from the British suffragist Christabel Pankhurst, speaking almost a century ago. Remember the dignity of your womanhood. Do not appeal, do not beg, do not grovel. Take courage, join hands, stand beside us, fight with us. It is our duty to make this world a better place for women. Thank you.
This woman knows how to work on
Check 2, 3.
Check 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
side to side. We are women of radiance, radiance. 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 Fighting for women's peace. We are women of radiance, radiance. A double helix speed. Like the lightning arrow or the thundering flare, we ride to the center red line. Sharing the only dawn, wings of magnificent freedom, the light takes light. We are women of radiance, radiance. 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 We are women. 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 We are women of radiance. I'm a little shorter. I'm a little shorter than she is. That's good right there. Okay, so these kids have got to go back in at 1 o'clock because it's the end of their lunch. So the educators have said that they would encourage them to go in at 1. Now we could have a little bit of a, just let people soak up the atmosphere and maybe not ask women to shout over so that, but this is let women speak, this is not let women go hoarse. Yeah? So I think if we can, look at that guy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait and we're just going to film everything that's going on for this.
So they're trying to creep in on our lines. You can see Rory is trying to hold the line.
I want to say her. So 1 o'clock I go into well, that's educated.
Okay, so apparently these children have to go in for their lunch at 1 o'clock. So we're gonna... Men! 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 Men!
Welcome to what they tell us is the land of the free and the home of the brave, where browbeating, bullying, and censorship are alive and well. We have to be clear. Gender ideology is a sexist, right-wing attack. Women's rights. The unscientific belief that emotionally troubled biological men can self-identify as women is a direct threat to women's safety, private spaces, sports teams, and affirmative action programs. Only in an Alice in Wonderland topsy-turvy world is this not a right-wing reactionary ideology. But the harm in gender ideology goes beyond the attack on women's rights. It directly threatens gays and lesbians who are admonished as bigots if they don't jettison same-sex orientation in favor of same-gender orientation. If they don't accept as partners people of the opposite sex who say they identify as the same gender. This philosophy also threatens children as it scares vulnerable youth who are just beginning to explore their personality and sexuality towards dangerous medicalization, drastic cosmetic surgery, and lifelong dependence on big pharma. And gender ideology threatens the democratic rights of everyone, men and women alike, by insisting that a subjective, anti-science, religious-like belief system must be worshipped and followed by all. No other religion in modern times has been able to get away with this. Even if you think you've never been personally harmed by gender ideology, the fact is it threatens every one of us. As the labor movement has long proclaimed, an injury to one is an injury to all. Any political dogma that threatens the rights and lives of women, gays, lesbians, and children leaves no one unscathed. Any philosophy that teaches people to ignore science and material reality while praising the emperor's invisible clothes can easily be turned on labor fighters, anti-war activists, and fighters for social justice in the 1%'s never-ending quest to disorient, divide, and conquer. For all these reasons, gender ideology represents a right-wing reactionary assault. Unfortunately, this picture gets muddled when so many who claim to represent the left, from socialist groups and self-described progressives to liberal political parties like the Democrats and the Greens, even the British Labour Party and the Scottish National Party, all of these are firmly on the wrong side on this issue. By denying material reality and dismissing the harms inherent in gender ideology, these phony leftists shame themselves and give left cover to this right-wing assault. Everyone has the right to live, love, and express themselves however they like. But one person's right to swing their arms, as it were, stops at the tip of the next person's nose. People can believe in astrology, religion, or gender ideology if they choose, but they don't have a right to impose those beliefs on others. We've come too far in the fight for women's rights, gay and lesbian rights, children's safety, and democratic rights more generally to lose sight of the goal and drop the ball now. We know from high school biology that sex is real. Gender and gender expression are nothing more than newfangled terms for personality. So, in the name of sanity, justice, and material reality, we must insist no conflation of sex with gender in law and public policy. No men in women's spaces. No men in women's sports. No one is born in the wrong body.
There are some people that are a bit worried about our safety. If any of you who feel that it's too unsafe, come and see me, and if we have enough of you, then
we'll call it a day. But I just spoke to the principal. Who claims he has no power to get these students to actually go in. And he's the principal of this high school. He also allows boys in girls' toilets. You will have seen that on the live stream. So, I mean, this is just a microclimate about the insanity that's going on in the US. I've got lipstick on, it must be a man.
They just threw that at us.
There's like really regular looking men in with the kids, which might be also a microclimate of what's happening in the US. Anyway, can you back up? Life is non-binary. Yeah, it is. Therefore, non-binary is not a thing. Life is non-binary. Right, who would like to speak? Yes. Just hold on to this just in case you're having coffee. What's that?
Gender identity ideology is an irrational, anti-science, civil rights destroying, sexist, homophobic cult. Its members are taught to chant irrational sacred mantras. They are taught to believe that anyone that doesn't belong to their religion is evil and must be silenced. In short, they have been brainwashed. They don't even see the irony of calling us hateful Nazis as they scream with intense hatred in furtherance of an extremely authoritarian agenda. But guess what? We will not be silenced. Too much is at stake. Women fought hard for our rights.
Hey, don't throw
Church go home! Church go home! Church go home! Church go home! Church, don't touch me! Don't throw me! Church go home! 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 Church go home!
I will just say that what we have here is big farmers' dream come true. You have all of their big farmers' dream come true.
Church go home! Church go home! Church go home! Church go home!
We will speak.
Church go home! Church go home!
If there's any bleeding, there's a man in a yellow hat and he's gonna fucking kill someone. Right, okay, we're gonna say, without our mutilated bodies, excuse me, Lynn, without our mutilated bodies, thank you so much for coming. We're not gonna let any more people be assaulted. The police aren't coming. I can't hear you. It's your piercings, they get in the way of your common sense. Okay, so thank you so much. I'd like to say on this day, I never win because I walk away from this with my body intact. So much love to you all. Please donate if you'd like to see us have fucking security at the next event. Thank you, bye-bye.
That was very exciting. They're getting some pushback. I guess the police are not protecting them or even showing up.
Yeah, they haven't showed up yet, it seems.
And this is on what appears to be a college campus, so there should be another layer of security there, just the college campus police. So they're allowing this to, I mean, this is state sanctioned by silencing of women when they don't do their job and protect free speech.
I can't wait for this guy to lose his voice because it's coming. I can hear it.
Very the West Coast, it's like the police have just checked out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, they have checked out, really. Like, haven't they like done the defund the police down there? Like,
yeah,
but I saw the police stations were burnt down, right? So, like, I don't know if there are any
but you know
police to help
what?
them.
If President Biden shows up, he gets protection. If the CEO of Google showed up, he'd get protection.
Yeah.
They're just refusing to protect women's free speech. And if they don't protect, if we don't have it, nobody has it. It's
no. Well, I mean, if we don't have it, men have it.
Well, no, if we don't have it, men don't have it either. Because once there's a group that doesn't have it, any group can be targeted. I
suppose, yeah, that's true. They could be targeted, but realistically, under patriarchy, how are we going to target the men if they silenced us?
Well, it's the men that talk about gender ideology, so they're being silenced. There was a man in the crowd. I mean, it's demanding that our government protect our First Amendment right to free speech, and when they don't come, the police don't come. That's they're obligated to protect us. Especially witnesses. I'm hoping anybody that was assaulted follows through with the.
If a person has a penis, he's a man. Woo, woo. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a nutsack, he's a man. If a person has a nutsack, he's a man. If a person has a nutsack, and he really has a nutsack, if a person has a nutsack, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man.
So that's Tina, Elizabeth. I'm seeing a lot of people I know.
It's incredible how cowardly they are, with their sunglasses on, their faces covered, screaming, "Don't film me!" They are cowards, and it's pathetic. And women, you are brave, you are strong, you are doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of all of you.
I am so proud of them. The men, they're ashamed. That's why they hide their faces. They know what they're doing. They know. Everybody knows. They know. But it's not really this group of completely brainwashed. It's police. This is state sanctioned when the police don't do their job. Just like the state sanctioned rape happening in the prisons. This is the state.
Okay, that was crazy time.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, friends.
Hey, Amy, how you feeling?
I followed you on Twitter, but I got banned.
Oh, yay. What's your name?
Jessie J.
Jessie J. So nice to meet you. Yay, this was a hilarious. Look at this, friends.
Yeah, it's pretty, large turnout there.
Amy, how many people would you say are there?
So note to self about when we choose locations. This was a location in front of a school. These are all school children. Their principal, Kellie-Jay, went to talk to their principal, told them, said, when is their lunch period over? They came out during their lunch period. Principal said, I have no control over them. They're just chillins, and I have no control over them. They have no boundaries. No one tells them no. They do whatever they want. They have been absolutely obnoxious children.
What if they cheat on a test? He has no control over them? I mean,
No,
aren't there
he has no
penalties?
control over them. And I think we gotta get our people out of here.
Okay, you want to walk with us, or do you want to end the live stream and just send us some clips later on, or how do you want to do?
How we've only been on for an hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amy,
yeah, 1:35.
Let me do some interviews with people who are here. Let me go talk to someone.
Okay. Good speech, Amy. Too. That was just very invigorating and exciting. Her speech.
Hey, Melissa, you want to say hi to the live stream?
Sure. Hi there. This is Melissa Cohen from LA in Tacoma today. It's been very exciting, and Kellie-Jay just left, and I guess we're all dispersing, but it's very exciting and a little bit scary.
Yeah, it was a little bit obnoxious there. Hey, Rachel, you want to say hi to the live stream?
I do want to say hi.
Hi,
everybody.
Hey, look at this. We have a superstar also.
Oh, hi. Hi.
You didn't get to speak yesterday.
I want to go. Oh, well, I did a little bit.
You did, but we didn't catch you as so much.
I know. I was so upset. Gosh, I don't know what to say besides this is so anti-environmental. This is absolutely a corporate coup. These children don't understand. They've been brainwashed by corporate coup.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, Rachel. We love her. She's West Coast turf.
You want to say hi to the live stream?
Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's Gina Hoke. It's crazy here right now.
They're following us.
Yeah, we are 100% in danger.
If Gina's a top boots on the ground. She's got great instincts. Amy, why don't you wrap this up and get out of here? Get your exit plan. You know,
a little crazy. Look, we have another Portland person from yesterday.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for coming, for supporting us today. Love it.
Thank you.
This is getting crazy.
Oh my God.
You know, the kids, they can only go so far. They can't leave school property. So they can't reach you guys once you get off the edge of the property, right?
Yeah. Do we have all our people? What? Do we have all our people? I've got all my people.
Yeah, this is one of the key parts of the boots on the ground. Speaker's Corner is your exit plan. You want to leave together and have a buddy system. Just because it's so unpredictable what these young people will do. So yeah, oh yeah. I hope this isn't an expensive college because I think some people are getting ripped off.
I think it's a high school. I don't think it's a college. If it was a college, then it would have been the dean, and Amy said principal. So I think it's a high school.
High school? Wow. They can't even control high schoolers.
April's over there. Do we need someone to carry this?
Okay, it looks like they're getting out of there.
I don't know. Where, Elizabeth, where's it going? The golf club?
Always the part that worries me the most.
Are you going over to
Amy.
Are we all going somewhere? I don't know. I think to April. Huh? I think we're supposed to go to April. Okay. Elizabeth, are we going to April? Okay. Oh, April's over here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, great. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
My heart is pounding. I'm like, get out of there. You know?
Yeah, it's
step on you?
stressful.
Oh, I think they broke my.
I think they're going to be okay. I don't think these kids would risk injuring anybody on school property. They're risking getting expelled.
the problem with the kids is they fail and they do stupid stuff, and older women can get hurt fairly easily. You know, they don't really have the control of themselves, especially when they're, you know, in the cult. And they start, you know, acting a fool. So I just liked, oh, okay, she was in Port Townsend. I remember that sign. So it looks like they're getting out of, they're on the move. Okay, that's making me feel better. So they're on the move. They're getting farther away from danger. Nobody's following them. So yeah, we look like we have a good exit plan. And I think we're going to catch up with Amy one more time and then.
I know.
Amy, is the whole group of kids still following you? Oh, I can't hear Amy anymore. Do you have her audio?
Amy.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. No audio. Can't hear you.
Okay, see if that it's.
There we go.
Oh my God.
We got it. We got the audio, Amy. Okay, let's just get them out of there.
Oh my God.
Stay with a partner, Amy. Amy, are you with somebody? Stay with somebody.
They're following us. I'm walking.
I know, but do you have a buddy? Like, stay with a partner. Don't stay alone.
Is there a restaurant or something you can go to? Go into your car with the license plate. They might try to get your license. Remember that.
All right, how are you feeling okay, Amy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see me get hit by that guy in the beginning?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, we saw that.
Are you hurt or are you okay?
Where's Lynn? Right there. Shit.
Yes. Okay. Here. Anybody who is near Seattle, can you guys call the police right now?
Let's go.
Call the police and tell them what's happening, and say that these women need protection if you're in or around Seattle.
Yeah. Down there, I missed that, Aaron.
I can call from Canada, but I don't think they'll listen to me because I'm in Canada.
Yeah, for those of you wanting me to put it on a big screen, there's just a problem with the all right, there we go. There we go.
She's walking up.
So I don't want to reveal the actual location. I know you want to call the cops, but there's a lot of women that have to get in their cars and go. So I want to. Amy.
Yeah.
People are calling the police for you. If you want to reveal your location.
We're on 17th and Broadway and they're following us.
17th and Broadway, they're following them. I'm calling right now. And let's just flood the line here. Tacoma police.
Don't go to your car. Don't go directly to your car.
So is there a restaurant or a federal building or something where you guys can go hang?
Where's Yolanda? Okay. And 17th. Yeah.
Jen, can you just put the comments 17th and Broadway on the screen?
You're welcome. My God.
Sure. 17th and Broadway.
Okay. Amy?
Yep. Sousa, S-O-U-S-A.
S-O-U-S-A.
Yeah.
And is this like a group?
We are women, mainly women who are standing up for women's rights. Kellie-Jay, the woman in pink, she has an organization called Standing for Women. She's from the UK. She is doing a tour of the US, going to 9 different cities, standing up for women, standing up for our biological rights, our full embodiment as female humans. Protecting. She was here today. She was the woman with the platinum blonde hair and the bright pink.
Oh, I saw her leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just left. So,
what's her name?
Her name is Kellie-Jay. Her organization is Standing for Women.
So did she speak?
She did.
Jen,
speak.
can you put the phone number that Judy C put up on the screen, please?
Hold on. Where do you?
Carlson.
When did she put it up?
3 comments ago.
UK on their channels. She's doing a tour of the U.S. and in support of women's and women's sex-based freedom.
Okay, maybe 6 comments ago now.
So you all together aren't necessarily a
Thank you, Judy C.
Gathered in support of her, and we all agree with this message. I run a channel called Known Heretic, so this is my activism. I've protested in front of the White House against Biden's executive order, which put quote unquote gender identity into law over.
Hey, I put you on. Kay Yang, I put you on.
Oh, hey.
Fighting Leah Thomas to save women's sports.
Sorry, are you?
I am in Port Townsend, Washington. I just ran Let Julie Swim. We had a massive protest where 400 people went to Port Townsend over a 80-year-old woman, Julie John, who was banned from the YMCA for life. We had about 400 protesters at the event, so I organized that event. This is what I do as well.
This Standing for Women can kind of, if I go to that site,
You'll find everything that you need to find out about her.
But in terms of the trans, anti-trans debate that's going on, would you say that your folks are, how would you describe it?
I would say that we are pro-women. So we don't believe in, there's a million different identities. There's gender flux and demi-boy and alien girl and cat gender and cake gender. So we don't believe in any of that. Humans come in 2 sexes. Whatever your quote identity is, they come in 2 sexes. Right now, we're in a situation where the rights that women used to have, for example, Title IX, the rights that we had and provisions that we had in place on the basis of our sex are being currently erased, and sex non-conforming children are being medicalized. So we support children's rights to be as non-conforming as they wish. We support everyone to dress and express as they wish. We also stand with homosexuals on the basis of sex. Sexual orientation is not an identity. It's an orientation. It's based on sex. So we stand with the understanding that sex denialism is sexism. So we are highlighting sexism in all its forms, which includes homophobia as well.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. What happened to them?
So we gathered. This is the 4th stop in our tour. We gathered here today, where as I said, there's 9 different cities in the tour that Kellie-Jay is doing.
Right.
So we gathered here as the 4th city in our tour. We've done LA, San Francisco,
But I mean,
Portland.
in terms of the actions,
we gathered for free speech. So every woman came, had an opportunity to have free speech. This is about women having a right to free speech, and you see what happens when women attempt to peaceably assemble.
Because I was
for our free
late,
speech.
that's why I want to know what did happen.
So we peaceably assembled for our free speech, and we were mobbed by these group of mostly angry children.
Okay, all right. And I saw pepper spray being sprayed.
Yes, I was actually assaulted in the beginning. My live stream is going on right now. I'm Known Heretic live stream. I was assaulted in the very beginning when the second speaker went up. She was assaulted from behind. I came in to step in the way, and I was assaulted instead.
You say assaulted?
I was body slammed by a grown man who body slammed me because he was trying to get to the speaker and ruin our equipment, and I stepped in the way, and he body slammed into me. Gina?
To my car.
Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Craig with the News Tribune.
Hi.
What happened today? I saw you spray the pepper spray.
Yeah, because they were being violent, attacking us.
What did they do?
Well, here's some spit on my. So I did this to get it out of my face, so that we were being spat on. We were being pushed. One guy took these wooden things that we were using to hold up signs, which I'm, looking backwards, that was probably not a great idea. We gave him stakes. He, throwing them at the crowd. It was just very, very violent situation, very scary. And because of the threats that happened online over the last several days, I was prepared for the violence. I'm not going to be assaulted again. A group of women were assaulted yesterday in Portland, doing the same exact demonstration, minus women, and it's just, we can't just keep running from them. This is how they win. This is why they think that we are not allowed to speak up and talk and have jobs and have our kids in school, because everywhere we go,
threatened with violence.
Gina, where do you live?
I live in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. What's your Gina J G?
J-E-A.
J
J.
J-E-A.
N-N-A.
Hey,
Hope. Hope. H-O-C-H. I mean, so a woman has her hand damaged now.
H-O-C-H.
Hope. Yeah, I know. I'm a mess with my name.
Yeah.
You know, women were attacked here today. Multiple women spit on. One woman's equipment broken. One woman's hand is damaged, and she's on the way to the hospital. How much more are we supposed to take? Why aren't women allowed to stand in the square and have a peaceful assembly? They are the ones that brought violence. They are the ones threatening women. They are the ones that are so angry they can't control themselves.
Is any of their messaging
There are a couple of them will go
is it touched? I mean, is there anything they're saying that you would agree with?
How young the people? Absolutely not. I mean, I just will not.
You assaulted us. You assaulted us.
Self-defense is not assault. Self-defense is not assault. Self-defense is not assault. Self-defense is not assault. We have every right to stay and speak peacefully. We have every right to speak peacefully. What do you mean? I voted blue my entire life. I've been voting blue my entire life. You see the American flag and you think, hey, I voted for Obama. You don't know what you're talking about. You are so ingrained and confused. I feel sorry for you. I feel absolutely sorry for you. Most of us are liberals. You don't know what you're doing to our country. No. Children attack women. Children attack women. And if they're big enough to hurt women, they're big enough to be okay, great. Okay, great.
All right, friends. My battery's dying. We're gonna go, ladies. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gina. Thank you, Amy.
Ella, for holding
Stay
space.
safe.
Thank you, everyone.
Stay safe and text me when you get.
I'll text you when I get home to a safe place.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. Be careful. Keep your wits about you.
All right.
So yeah, thank you.
Love to you all. You're so brave. Thank you.
This was the end of the Tacoma Speakers Corner. The next Speakers Corner is in Austin on the 29th. We'll get to see Kellie-Jay again and probably a few familiar faces and possibly a lot of new ones because I saw a lot of new faces in Tacoma.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was really exciting. It was very overwhelming. My hands are sweating. And thank you to all the women in chat who participated, who shared, who called the police, who just put messages in the chat, who liked anything. Thank you for being here with us. We need to stick together. We need to speak out. And every little bit counts. Every tweet, every Facebook post, everything, everybody you speak to, talk to your school board trustees, talk to your city councilors. We have to speak out more and more and more. This cannot continue this way, especially after seeing the violence that we just saw from these children against women 2 days in a row now. Okay. We need to speak out more. We need to fight the fear. Okay. I know that there's a lot of women that are afraid of losing their jobs, losing their friends, losing their status, losing a lot of things. Find a workaround. We need to do this. We all need to stick together.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being here. Did you want to take any calls?
Well, there aren't like calls on the line here. So
there's just someone asking in the chat if we're going to take any calls.
If they want to call in, I'll take a call.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. You want to do it maybe
find
for
that number again.
Okay.
Hold on. Here we go.
Okay. So do we want to we'll take say 10 minutes or so? Maybe we can take a few calls.
A few minutes, yeah, if we keep getting them.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're on the ground and one person on the ground represents thousands of people at home. So, absolutely. And this this speaker's corner was pretty crowded. I mean, there was a lot of women there. So we're growing. More men are coming. I've noticed like the past couple speakers corners that, you know, usually there's like no men talking, and there's been a couple of men, and like, you know, it's good that they're coming because as we know, you know, like their voices kind of get prioritized. Let's put it that way. But like, you know, I'm happy that the men are coming and helping us and helping protect. I saw one of them kind of get in the way of Antifa. And that's another thing that really helps. I mean, this Tacoma event, if we had maybe, you know, 5 more dudes, you know, that kind of knew how to control a crowd, it wouldn't be a problem, because these people are weak and pathetic. You know, they're drugged out. She didn't get any close up of the young ones, but on the ground, they have pupils the size, you can't even see the color of their eyes because they're so drugged out. Okay. Oh, we're getting a call. We're seeing. Oh, I didn't say that. Hold on. I'm going to take the call. Hi.
To accept, press 1.
Oh, hold
to send
on.
a voicemail, press 2.
Okay. Hi. It's
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. This is Lori from Iowa.
Hi, Lori. So, how you doing? What'd you think of the broadcast?
I've been following all of them. Wish I could afford to be there. I'm going to try to be at the one in Chicago.
Oh, good. I'm going to be there.
I'm also going to be calling my representatives and senators and alert them about the D.C. rally.
The United Kingdom is calling. Can I put you on hold for 1 second? Hold on 1 sec.
Absolutely.
Hello?
Call from Vanessa Vokey.
It's Vanessa Vokey on the other line. I'm going to accept it and put her on hold. Okay. Vanessa, can you hold 1 sec? Oh, I might have hung up on that. Oh, hold on. I'm going to put you on hold. You know what? We'll do a merge call. Do you want to merge?
Yeah, a conference call.
Yeah, we're going to do a conference call with the TERFs here. Hold on.
Hervin conference call.
Okay, we got Vanessa Vokey on the line and an adult human female from Iowa. So we're all together. So if you want to finish what you were saying, and then we'll let Vanessa have a little a minute on the floor.
I have nothing more to say except I'm alerting my Congress people, giving them the heads up for Washington that's upcoming.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you so much.
Are you sending out letters?
No, I'm calling their offices.
Nice, nice. If you go to Chicago, I'm going to be there. So find me because I want to meet you.
Well, I'm pretty shy, so I probably won't, but I'll be there.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I'll find you. Okay, I'm going to let Vanessa have the floor. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm really inspired watching the live stream today. I didn't catch the beginning of it, but I hope I can go back and rewatch it. But you know, it always strikes me as really powerful when women all gather together, and I'm always amazed by how well spoken so many people are, even when they're under tremendous pressure and they're in a really, you know, hectic, unsafe environment. And like you said about the men being there, I think that's fantastic. I think more men need to stand up and speak up for their daughters and their wives and their sisters and their mothers and their grandmothers. Because, you know, like you said, free speech affects everyone. And there are men who are being challenged or who are being, you know, deplatformed and you know, fired from their jobs, having their licenses revoked, being kicked out of the schools that they teach at for speaking out about this. Like most notably, Jordan Peterson is a really famous Canadian man who got a lot of flack for speaking about the free speech issues around gender identity really early on. And, you know, it's really important that men show up, because we also do need them to be a physical barrier between us and the men's rights activists.
Well, and we want them to show up because the men need the modeling of the behavior too, right? So women need to see women speak, men need to see men speak, and then then more and more will come because they'll see how it's done.
Exactly. And as much as I think feminists really dislike Matt Walsh, I think he's proven that he's willing to show up on the ground. They just had a big rally in Nashville and got much the same treatment by the extremists there, the gender extremists who were screaming in their faces. There was no police there to, ensure that they stood back and that they weren't right up in your face intimidating you, because it is an intimidation tactic. And it works. That's why they do it. And I think what's so shocking about today is that these were high school students, because, where are these kids' parents? Where is the principal? Why isn't the principal doing something? Because, I was in high school not that long ago, about 10 years ago. And as far as I'm aware, if you were to even do a modicum of what they did today, you would have got an instant in-school suspension, and you would have had to go to school every single day and sit in the office and study and not be able to go on the computer. And your parents would be furious at you, and you'd probably get punished at home as well. Again, with less computer time, no video games. Like parents and principals need to start taking privileges away from these kids so that they realize that there are consequences to their actions, because that's the only reason that they feel so emboldened.
The parents are going to find out if the women that were assaulted press charges. The parents will find out. So it's like they've been getting away with this because you don't want to somebody touches pushes you or something. You're like, am I going to spend my whole afternoon at the police station? And
now I am.
After Port Townsend,
maybe not before, but definitely now.
Yeah, now I'm going to take my time and make sure that those kids have to miss school and go to court. Their parents have to be, drive them or inconvenienced. They might even get a fine. Goes on their record. I mean, yeah, we have to, even the slightest assault. I hold my camera when I'm at a speaker's corner or a protest. And I have it running the whole time because, I have 2 assaults in Port Townsend that I'm pursuing, and they're trying not to arrest the woman. And I have her on camera hitting me and a picture of the bruise she left. And they're not pursuing that arrest. And I'm going to keep pushing them on it because I want that woman to have to go to court. She owns a business on the main street. She should have her name in the blotter.
If they won't charge her criminally, you sue her civilly.
That's why I'm pushing
under the tort of assault as opposed to the criminal charge. You will sue her civilly if the police won't charge her.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get them to, because they did pursue the worm guy, but they didn't pursue arresting her, and that's when the discussion with the police ended. They stopped emailing me back. But then I went on the city council page and wrote my little story up, and the chief got back to me. So now we're playing ping pong. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass to go and be like, now I've got to spend 4 hours doing this, crap because some idiot assaulted me. But once you get them in that net, they get fined. They have to show up. If they're lazy and they don't show up, they get warrants. We have to put them in the net because they're little shits and they won't learn any other way.
No, absolutely. You're right. They need consequences to their actions, and they're not, these children are not facing any consequences. Their parents are not parenting them. The internet is parenting these children.
That's the only way that anything's going to change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree that
If I can pop in.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Pop in.
But I'd like to reiterate what Kay the Deprogrammer emphasizes. I purchased a body cam for less than $150, and I'm going to be wearing it. I'm going to have video proof of what happens.
Great. That's fantastic.
Oh, I'm getting. Everybody having a camera at these events and making the footage available, because a lot of times people will film stuff and you don't even know they filmed it. and they don't, should sort of like spread their camera footage around, because you don't know what you have until you kind of go through it. And you might have a shot of somebody else getting assaulted, so you want to give as much evidence. And when I filled out those reports, I filled out the police report, like they didn't even give me any direction in Port Townsend. I just had to like do a blank email. I put every video of every assault that I could find, in there. And then I put, sample videos of other, like when the police did it right, like just to kind of give it to them a little more. But yeah, so bring the body cam. I have Amy in the car, but I feel like if I put her on, I'm going to add her to stream. Amy.
Hey.
I didn't know if you wanted to be added.
Hang up.
So I just wanted the
I
safety.
Keep watching, but thanks for having
me.
Oh,
okay. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna hang up on the conference call, and I wanted to make sure you were safe. So I'm gonna say goodbye to Vanessa. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm safe. I was listening to your call in. I am safe. So I think is this no, it's not Broadway.
No, wait, we can finish your call.
Oh,
okay. We're gonna end it now. We know you're safe.
Oh, you're gonna end it.
Yeah, unless you want to. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I know.
I'll chat, friends. I will chat with you all again soon. I'll do a live stream later this week, so I can share my feedback and thoughts. But I wanna calm. I think it will excite me to tell you all the story from my perspective. So I want to calm down so I can be a good, safe driver. So I do want to leave the live stream. So I don't want to talk to you for too long, because it will.
Okay, Amy. Self-care, self-compassion. You guys all need to take care of yourselves today.
And take pictures of the after party. We want to see the toast.
I will.
Bye.
Bye.
And this is the end of our Speakers Corner edition, Tacoma edition. Remember, Austin's next on the 29th, and then Chicago. And I'll be
hopefully by the time you guys get to the East Coast, I might be able to make it down to the US. We'll see.
Woo!
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.